One of the biggest arguments in the archery industry today is heavy versus light arrows. Well, in reality, all that really matters is speed and kinetic energy. You got both of those, you're gonna pack a punch. This fancy little device called the Garmin Xero, basically, for lack of better terms, kind of works like a police officer's radar detector. So, you know, the last time you went to your pro shop and you shot through that, little deal and you had to hit a hole this big and it tells you how fast it's going, those are great if the conditions are perfect. This bad boy does a slew of different things. You can put in your details of your arrows. So new session, we're gonna go bow. You can do a bunch of different other projectiles if that makes sense to you guys. You can enter the weight of your projectile. So in this case, I'm gonna enter in the weight of this HLR I'm gonna be shooting this morning. Weighs 413 grains, coming out of a 28.5 inch draw RVX2 at 70 pounds. So 413 grains. Attach this bad boy to a tripod. It wants me to put the bow about 5 to 15 inches right above this detector, and then you need to be at least 10 to 15 yards behind the target. When you shoot your arrow over it, it's going to give you the speed. Now, because I put the weight of my HLR in, it's also going to give me the kinetic energy, which is super cool. However, I don't really care what it's doing right out of my bow, because I don't know the last time you guys went hunting and there was a deer standing right in front of me at 3 feet. That's not when it matters. I want to know what it is downrange. So we're going to take a baseline, shoot it how it wants me to so I can see what the arrow is doing right out of this bow. Then I'm going to move this bad boy downrange and see what it's doing at like 50. Nice and easy. Let it rip. Analyzing shot. 289 feet per second, 76.6 kinetic energy. So I just walked down, put the Garmin Xero at 40 yards, and I'm going to shoot at the 60-yard target. So that gives me a 20-yard buffer from where the radar is, which is what they recommend starting at ground zero to shoot something that's 20 yards away. So the goal is to shoot at the 60-yard target, make this HLR fly right over the top of that radar to see the difference in my speed and kinetic energy at 40 yards. And that's going to give me a snapshot at 0 yards, what it is coming out of the bow, and what it is at 40 when it really matters. Worked like a freaking charm, man. So when this captured that arrow flying at 40 yards in that moment in time, 271.8 feet per second, 67.7 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. So we lost some speed, lost some kinetic energy, to be expected. There's your specs. Compared to the one before, I'd probably say that HLR is running pretty good 40 yards downrange when it really matters. Comment below, let me know what arrow build you want me to test out. You guys go light or you go heavy? Let's test it against the Chrono.